Okie dokie, we're good to go. Good evening, everyone. This is gonna be part 3 of Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box for the Nintendo DS. We just got started on Chapter 3 last night. Excuse me just a sec. Alright, sorry. Just let me use my medicine. Oh boy. Alright. Okay, should be good to go. Let's see. I just can't stop thinking about this phantom town we heard about. Could the rumors be true? Well, the next stop on this line is the perfectly normal town of Luxembourg. Well then, how do we get to the phantom town? That's an excellent question, but I don't have the answer, Luke. But if the Molentery Express does indeed head for parts unknown, the crew will know something about it. Hiya, Monica. My sleep was even worse last night, so still just as tired, I suppose. I don't even know how long I slept last night, but not enough, that's for sure. But other than that, I'm okay. In good spirits, at least. It looks like there's no way in. Yeah, I slept from, I think, at least 3 a.m. to 6:30-ish. I'm sure I slept that much. But then from there, I think I was just like turning in my sleep and trying to find the correct position to be sleeping, but I couldn't or something. It was really annoying. Let's see. Where is everyone? Hello, sir. I beg your pardon, sir, but we're not open for business at the moment. Do visit us later. You're really closed? Yes, you see, on the way to Luxembourg, there is a long, unlit tunnel we have to pass through. While in the tunnel, none of the scenic views of our restaurant affords patrons will be visible. Okay, yeah, no, I had to turn the sentence multiple times in my head to understand what he meant by this. It is Mr. Beluga's wish that all patrons be able to enjoy the scenery while they dine. Hence our temporary suspension of service. Wow, talk about a classy operation. Mr. Beluga has really thought of everything, hasn't he? Kitchen. How's my little guy doing? I knew it'd be tough without him around, but I didn't realize how lonely I'd get. Is he happy at least? Don't you worry, he's doing great. He'll be as fit as a fiddle before you know it. Yeah, I need more toys for me to go any further with this. That's really good to hear. Don't let me down, okay? I'm actually about to close up the kitchen and rest until we get to Luxembourg. Most of the train shuts down for this leg of the trip, so you might as well go and rest in your room. Yeah, I did miss a few puzzles, but I'm not sure where they're going to be. Which carriage was it again? That little house of puzzles thing. Could be here, I think. Oh yeah, there we go. 4 horses, huh? You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. In traveling from point A to point B, these horses take 1, 2, 4, and 6 hours respectively. One day you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B, however you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time. And you need to ride the horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're traveling with, what's the fewest number of hours it will take to move all horses? Okay, time to bring out the memo. Right, and to drink as well, while I'm at it. I didn't ask, but are you okay yourself, Monica, at least? Sorry, I didn't even think of asking. Okay, let's see, well, if on my first trip I take the horse that takes 6 hours and the one that takes 1 hour, on my first trip from A to B I'll take 6 hours, and then I'll take 1 on the way back with horse that takes 1 hour, so that's 7. Then if I made it back with the horse that takes 4 plus the one that takes 1 hour. Yeah, this is correct, right? I'm thinking this correctly. You need to write... 4... Well, that's gonna take 4, so 6 plus 4 plus 1. Then he goes back with the horse that takes 1 hour. And then the last trip should only take 2. Could it be 14? Yeah, here it's 4 plus 1. Well, it's not plus, it's really horse that takes 2 and the horse that takes 1 hour. Am I thinking this through properly? 6... Yeah, as far as I can tell, it takes three trips no matter what you do. Yeah, it makes sense to use the horse that takes 1 hour for all your trips to go back to get the others, so... Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's 14. Or is this going to be yet another case of... Sorry, you didn't think things through properly?
Well,
okay.
I'm stumped.
A to B with horses. Hmm. No, I come to the same conclusion every time. Doesn't matter how many times I try to turn things around, it seems to always be the same thing. Is there another way I didn't think of? Yeah, I'm stumped already on this first puzzle. That's not good. Damn it. Blimey. I don't get it. I don't get it. When crossing back over from B to A, you want to move as quickly as possible to make sure you put yourself in a position to cross over to A on the 1 hour horse when possible. Well, yeah. However, if you always make traveling back on your 1 hour horse your top priority, you may end up wasting time on other legs of the journey. Don't assume you always need to return from B to A on the 1 hour horse. Okay. Well, this is not the right pattern then. I have to find one that works better. let's say I take the horse that takes 6 and 2 hours on the first trip, then 2 hours on the way back. Then I don't know, 4 plus 1. Then 1 hour on the way back. And then 2 plus 1, I don't know. Or should I go with the 2 slowest on one trip? That makes things even longer if I do it this way. I don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah, okay, I got a bit lucky, but what? Explain to me. You bring over horses 1 and 2 on your first trip. Then you go back with horse number 1. To start, take your 1 and 2 hour horses, then ride your 1 hour horse back. Next, ride out on your 4 and 6 hour horses and return on your 2 hour horse. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, alright then. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see, but I didn't think of it this way. I was just lucky. I already lost, like, what, 15 minutes on this one puzzle? That's not good. In the far-off country, there's a king whose favorite pastime is showing off the latest possessions he's collected. The subjects of the kingdom are forbidden from purchasing new items until the king has owned them for a month or so. Only once he's tired of his new purchase can the common folk finally buy that item themselves. However, the other day, the king bought a new item that had him all but commanding his subjects to buy one as soon as possible. Circle that item. What's this? The telephone, maybe, because if he can't use it, because if he doesn't have anyone to call, then the phone is completely useless to him, I suppose. It's the only thing that he needs someone else to have one as well for it to be usable, so I guess the telephone?
This should do the trick. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's correct, the telephone is the answer. After all, a phone isn't much use if there is no one on the other end. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. A royal show-off is now in your puzzle index. There is a fellow with very particular rules about when he wears his hat. When it's sunny, he always wears his hat. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. Oh. Wait, what? When it's sunny, he always wears his hat. I keep getting distracted by what's on TV. Damn, what are you watching? You're making me curious. Are you okay, by the way, Monica? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask earlier. You asked me how I was, but I didn't ask you. When it's rainy, he doesn't wear his hat. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat. Unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row, in which case he wears his hat on the second of these days. Okay. South Park. Ah, okay. Reruns then, because the show is over, I think. It's not even on TV over here anymore. You're good? That's good to hear. No, when it's rainy, he doesn't wear it. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I guess you can already put these like so, because it's the only option. Then the rest is figuring out where to put this cloud, I suppose. Yeah, older episodes, don't know the season. When it's cloudy, he doesn't wear his hat, unless it's been cloudy for 2 days in a row. In which case, he wears his hat on the second of these days. With that cloud already there in the way, I don't know where to put this this remaining cloud. Hey RNG, how's it going? We don't know the weather before this week, so I guess if I was to put the cloud here, it could potentially fit, because we don't know what was before, but it is a little bit far-fetched this way. Need some help. I can only give moral support, though. That's my skill as a confidant. What? What's that supposed to mean? Moral support is welcome, all the same. Isn't it like when it rains, it's cloudy? I thought of it, yeah, because it has to be cloudy for it to be raining. But I'm pretty sure the rainy weather, it can only be as shown here. Because otherwise it would be this way, I suppose. On the first day that it's cloudy, he's not wearing his hat because it hasn't been cloudy for 2 days yet. Then it rains on Thursday, and he never wears his hat when it's rainy. And then it's cloudy again on Friday. But since it was already cloudy the day before because it was raining, he would be wearing his hat. Yeah, it might make sense. It might make sense this way. You might be right. It seems to make sense with the rules, at least.
Consider this puzzle solved.
Well, I guess that's incorrect.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
It seemed to make sense. But I'm pretty sure the rainy days, it's these. Because the rainy days can only be the days where he didn't wear his hat, and I can't move that one cloud that's already in the middle, the one that's right here. So I can't move this one, and the rainy days are obviously Thursday and Saturday. It can't be anything else. I suppose from there, the only possibility remaining was my first idea. Because anywhere else where I would put the cloud, it wouldn't work. Because if I put it on Tuesday, it was sunny the day before, so that can't be. I already tried this way and it wasn't correct. And if I try it this way, then it was sunny 2 days prior, so it wouldn't be wearing it on a Sunday either. So it's the only way that I could see it. No, you don't have to be sorry, because your solution, actually, I thought it made more sense.
And there we have it.
If you assume that the Monday shown was the second cloudy day in a row, then our friend must have worn his hat on that day. The rest of the solution then falls right into place. Yeah, but I think your solution made more sense, because when it's rainy, it's obviously cloudy, so it should count. I mean, it should be the same as being a cloudy day. I still think your solution made more sense. Well, with that, I've solved all the puzzles in this little shack. No one here? Where is everyone? Finally time to get down to business. It's been ages since I got to do some real work. What do you mean? Didn't you just finish repairing the train? Well, maybe that's what he means. Sort of, but before I can kick back, I've got to do... Oops. I mean, nothing. Things are good. I know, okay, same dialogue. This person wasn't there before. Good day, sir. The name's Conrad. I'm a student from the village of Dropstone. I'm headed to Luxembourg, so it seems we'll be traveling together for a while at least. Whenever I read Luxembourg, I hear Luxembourg in my head. Here, have you heard about that long tunnel on the way to Luxembourg? When the train passes through it, every light on board is switched off. Someone is gonna get killed. While in the tunnel. Stranger still, once the train nears the tunnel, all access to the deluxe carriage is cut off. What if someone needs to go to the toilet in the dark? Something very weird must be going on if they shut off access to the deluxe carriage. Of course, it all makes perfect sense. Why didn't I see it before? Luke, I think I've worked things out. Quickly, to the deluxe carriage. I'm right behind you, Professor. No, back out. I haven't had a single new puzzle. I've only been solving those that were forgotten from the chapter before. Who is this? Marjorie. Good day, sir. I'm headed back to Luxembourg where I teach the sciences. Where might you and yours be headed? Our destination is, well, flexible. You see, we're traveling in search of a relic called the Illusion Box. We've managed to find some anecdotal evidence suggesting the box is linked to a strange town, a phantom town not recorded on any map in human possession. Does this sound familiar to you at all? Well, mercy me, you've got quite an adventure on your hands, haven't you? While I can't say I've heard of the particular town you speak of, I can offer you another tale I've heard. Some say the Millenary Express stops at an eerie town that's terrorized by a vampire. Nicolas Cage? First rumors of a vampire and now phantom towns. Goodness, it's like we're living in a mystery novel. No puzzle? Okay. Here we are, the deluxe carriage. Something's written on that sign on the door. Actually, it appears to be a puzzle of sorts. I have a hunch that if we can solve that puzzle, we can gain access to the carriage. Some security system this is. In order to pass through this door, Luke and Layton must arrange the symbols according to the following rules. The star must be next to the moon. The cross must be second from the top. Okay, well, that's good. That's one we already know about. The circle must be somewhere above the diamond. Okay. So the diamond has to be anywhere but in the top section, so it can be either of these three. The moon must be located 2 places below the diamond. Oh, well, okay, well that simplifies things then. This is the only way. And then what? The star must be next to the moon, like so. Give it a shot, it says. The circle must be somewhere above the diamond, that's correct. The cross must be the second from the top, that's correct. The star must be next to the moon, that's correct. And the moon must be located 2 places below the diamond, that's correct as well. So, I suppose if all the conditions are fulfilled...
To test my theory.
Alright.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
You're in. Good job cracking that code. There we are. The door's open now. You got a new hamster toy. Use this block to help your hamster get in shape. The door's code is now in your puzzle index. Goodness, look at this place. It's off the scale. Yes, it's far more luxurious than the standard carriages. These tickets must cost a pretty penny. Oh yeah, I'm already here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't found any hint coins in this place since this is my first visit. Alright, let's move. Oh, Professor, this room is just breathtaking. And 1.5 times as big as our room to boot. I wonder, is it really her? Because after what happened yesterday, I guess she doesn't seem too weird, all things considered, but it's pretty obvious it can't be her from what happened yesterday. Plus, just look at how super squishy this sofa is. Whee! Come now, don't jump on the sofa. Luke, remember that discussion we had about how gentlemen should act in front of ladies? Wow, you're right. It's so squishy. Whee! Okay. Okay, Hey, what are you doing here? Radical surprise, dudes. Anyway, sorry to burst in on the party, but I'm just here to snazz up the rooms. Big brain Rudy. What? About what? Oh, the puzzle earlier? What's that, Quillix? Do I put them here? Negative, Sammy. That's no good. Hey, you there, smart-looking dude. I mean you, man. Me, good sir? Uncle Beluga, I mean the boss told me to jazz the place up with some flowers. 5 head equals very clever. That's you. Hey, Everinian. Konbanyan. Can you work out where I should put these things to make this whole area smell nice? Of course, it shouldn't be too much trouble to find a spot for flowers as lovely as these. A puzzle, you say? There's nothing like freshly cut roses. To boost your spirits, can you help Sammy freshen up the whole carriage with their fragrance? Touch a square with your stylus to place a rose. The fragrance of each rose reaches 2 squares in all directions, but can't penetrate walls. If the fragrance of 2 or more roses overlap, the resulting smell will be overpowering, so make sure to keep your roses spaced out. Touch an existing rose to remove it. Okay. Evelinian and me. Like so?
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
Easy peasy. There. How's that? Oh, petalicious. It's not crazy, but it makes a statement. I'm sure it'll go down a treat with the boss man. Boss man. Well, anyhow, kick back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your ride on the Melantory Express. It smells lovely in here now. Yes, quite nice, I'd say. But back to the task at hand. We've given this place a once-over and come up empty-handed. A gentleman can't very well go barging into other people's rooms, so let's return to our room. Oh, Professor, do we have to? It feels like it's got so late. Can't we just stay here for now? I want to look for hint coins in this place, at least that's for sure. The lamp, no. On the small table in front of the window. And then... Cool! This carpet is even fluffier than the one we've got. Yeah, of course it is. Okay, on the sofa. On the curtains, maybe? What does it say? The curtains here are even finer than those in our carriage. Okay, let's move. It's the strangest thing. All of a sudden, I'm so tired. What's the matter, Flora? Yeah. Gosh, all of a sudden, I'm sort of sleepy too. Alright, you two, this is no time for jokes. Oh dear, I'm certainly quite tired myself. What's gonna happen? Cutscene. Huh? What's going on out there? Am I dreaming? Puzzle 58, you say? Oops. My stylus. Ah, it's this again. 2 trains pass in the darkness of the long tunnel. Make sure they don't hit one another or everyone dies. Move them around so that each locomotive ends up on the opposing track, while keeping its carriages in the same order. The only carriages that don't need to end up on the opposing track are the number The number 2 carriages of both trains? What do you mean they don't have to? You mean 2 trains passing through the same tunnel can swap carriages like that? Without stopping or anything? How does that make any sense? Hold on. It may take me too many moves, but... Oh, when they say they don't need, they mean that they must not be moved? I thought, okay, look, I didn't have to, but I did it anyway. But no, that's not the case. It is that they do have to stay where they are. Or something. Okay.
Just leave it to me.
That may have taken me a few too many tries, but
Layton's apprentice
the
strikes
too many
again.
moves, I mean, but doesn't matter. The 2 trains speed off into the darkness, each carrying the number 2 carriage of the other. So you mean to tell me that I'm not in the same train anymore? Considering I fell asleep in the carriage number 2. I understand how you feel, Layton. My word, I must have fallen asleep on the sofa. How careless of me. Do you know what happened in that tunnel, Luke? Sorry, Professor, but I slept through the whole thing too. And I had the strangest dream. In my dream, part of the Millenary Express switched tracks while we were in the tunnel. It's all about solving the puzzles! Yeah, but it means I don't necessarily have the most optimal method is all that I meant. But you're right, obviously. Yeah, you're right. It's just that in the first game, they made it a point to tell you if you understand how things were meant to work, then you should have done it in this many moves. In this one, in this game, it doesn't seem to be the case. They don't insist on it at all. Switch tracks? You mean to say one of the train's carriages is now riding different rails? It might not have been a dream after all. Yep, mysterious dream. See, even in their dreams, they dream of puzzles. That's how obsessed he is. If one carriage did split off from the train, it would no longer be bound for Luxembourg. Maybe that carriage is how you get to that phantom town. I'm beginning to suspect that you're right on the money, Luke. I hope the Phantom Town isn't as creepy as it sounds. You got a new hamster toy for Jeff. It will happen to you soon, Rudy. Who's to say it hasn't already happened? You got a new hamster toy. Use these light bulbs to help your hamster get in shape. In the tunnel is now in your puzzle index.
Everybody get ready to rock! The next stop is Frozen! Come on, passengers, let me hear you scream!
Fool Sensei.
That voice actor.
Of course. How could I have missed this? Do you recall how this ticket was missing a destination? Well, it seems that the destination was staring us in the face all along.
Really? But where, Professor?
Another puzzle. Yeah, I knew it. In front of you is the ticket that Layton and Luke found in Dr. Schrader's flat. At first glance, the ticket appears to have no destination written on it, but when you look at it in just the right way, the ticket discloses its destination, the town of Full Sense. The key to spotting the destination is the number that has been cut out of the ticket. Can you work out which number must have been there? Use the ticket in the instruction booklet to puzzle this one out. You mean as in the instruction booklet that came with the game? Alright, let's do it. Where did I put this one? Professor Layton and Pandora's box. There it is. Woohoo! You never had a physical copy, so you didn't have it? Don't think I've looked at the instruction booklet at all. Okay, there we have it. Yeah, well, it's the same as on the... as on the screen, so, But now you can work with it, yeah. But even so, yeah, even so, I still don't get what I'm supposed to do. Sure, I can see the ticket and everything. Page 7. And it says the exact same thing as on the game screen, so I'm not seeing here anything that can't be seen on the game screen regardless. What is it? What is it? Is it that you have to flip it a certain way, or... Well, don't you know what you should be seeing already? Well, what? That there's a part missing? Yeah, it's a number. It's been cut out of the ticket. Use the ticket in the instruction booklet to puzzle this one out. Ah, no, there it is. This is what they mean. A ticket for the Millenary Express. Oh, okay. It's something that otherwise detaches from the instruction booklet. Okay. What is the what? Yeah, but what is the big picture about? The destination? That's what it is to me. The answer is easiest to find if you manipulate the ticket in some way. What, in the light? Or if you fold it, maybe, or something? Oh, wait. No. I really can't tell. It's full something. Full sense. Yeah. Full sense. Well, it's meant to be torn out of the instruction manual, so I'm gonna do the unforgivable and do it. Okay, so I got my ticket. What? Am I meant to fold it or something? I don't get it. I mean, it's something with the sense that you're meant to read the number with the number that's on top, maybe, or something. Can you make it so that it writes full sense? I don't know if I can do this. No, because you can't even see through it. I don't know. You can find the answer to this puzzle within the story of Professor Layton and Pandora's box. No shit. I don't know. What it's meant so that it can be detached, but you can't reattach it though. Once it's done, it's done. Actually, oh yeah, I bought this on eBay, I think. I know it was on Amazon. Yeah, £10. I bought this game. Ah, okay, no, never mind. It's going. That's what I tried to do, but I couldn't get it. It doesn't do anything. At least from what that I can see. Alright, I'll take it out again. I thought maybe There is a way to read the numbers as letters. Yeah, it's the exact same number of... the number of digits is the same number as the characters to spell out the name of the town. Don't give up on this. Try to play with a piece of paper. It's meant to be used. I have no idea. I mean, if I was to fold it with that cutout thing on top of it, it's not cut out here, by the way, unless I meant to cut it out myself, but I don't want to. But if I was to fold it with the hole in place where it's meant to be, then I suppose the only thing that I would be able to see is a 5, or maybe if I turn it around, maybe a 2. And if it's a... well, it would look like a 5, but if I guess mirror it, or maybe or something, it would be 2. Because it has to make sense with the name Full Sense, but I'm sure it's a sort of play on words with Full Sense. That it's something that you're meant to read some other way, maybe, or something. Well, it's a number. It's 1 digit, so let me get a hint, maybe. You have to fold the ticket in a particular way. Yeah, but there's no hole in it in the actual ticket that comes with the game, though. Hold the ticket lengthwise and fold it inwards along the middle. Next, fold... damn it. Well, like this? No. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. It feels like sacrilege, but because this is sort of a collectible item now. By the way, isn't this game on Android? How is the puzzle in that game then? Because it can't come with a box or anything. The top half. Next, fold each side outwards halfway along. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't even get the explanation. Outwards, halfway. No idea. I'm gonna follow my initial hunch. Great. Now this thing is ruined. Now I'm pissed. And I'll try 5 or 2.
This should do the trick. Well,
you'll need to do something to the ticket that allows you to connect the 2 rows of numbers in some fashion. Yeah, that's what I thought, but maybe you have a fake ticket on the phone and you can fold it in 3D, maybe? I have no idea. They must have had to work it in some way.
Consider this puzzle solved.
I don't even understand their explanation of how you're meant to fold it, what it was too. Ah, okay, so that's how you fold it. You fold it once and then one more time. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see now, but yeah, I could have done it if I understood what I was meant to do, but But it was actually what I had in mind, but it's just that I couldn't explain it very well. Yeah, well. Never mind. If you fold the ticket as shown and line up the two sets of numbers, they form the letters that spell out the word false sense. It looks like the ticket's destination was there all along.
I get it. I suppose that means we've almost reached our destination.
Yes.
Whoa, this is strange. When did it get so dark?
What do you mean?
Hmm? I do believe we've arrived at the next stop. But I don't see Flora, Professor. Where could she be? Hi, you two. Glad to see you're finally awake. Flora, where did you get off to? I'm sorry, but the carriage was really stuffy, so when we stopped, I went outside for some air. You went out alone? Are you crazy? It's dangerous out there. Who knows what kind of oddballs could be out lurking around? Oh, well, I'll be more careful from now on. Watch your tone, Luke. A gentleman always remembers to treat a lady with kindness and respect. Now, since we're all back together, why don't we get off this train and see where we are? Yeah, this mystery is solved at least.
This place gives me goosebumps.
Yes, I'd second that.
Yeah, why wouldn't she wake them up? Again, I don't fully understand why that other guy, Don Paolo, would impersonate her and then stay with them like this. And
I'm sticking close to you.
And he's a bit too convincing to my liking. I think it should show in some way.
Oh, these must be pictures of the town.
Indeed, and old ones from the look of it. Judging by their condition, I'd say they're at least 30 years old.
Wow. How'd you know? Oh, that's right. You're an archaeologist. Of course.
No,
you'd
that's because the
know.
date is written there in the corner. See? Oh.
Now, Luke, don't tell me you actually forgot. Well, we'd best press on. What on earth?
Professor, what was that?
Let's go. Ah. Oh my. Huh?
What was that?
What was that?
Ah. Just what is going on here?
I don't know, but it's strange.
No, you think? The dilapidated station. Minutes after Professor Layton, Luke, and Flora's arrival in Falsense, the rundown train station transformed into a gleaming, ornately decorated building right before their eyes. What caused the sudden change to the station's appearance? It's all a dream. They're all still asleep. No, just a wild guess. No, Luke, don't tell me you actually forgot. Even I forgot. I just know Layton is a gentleman and puzzle-solving expert.
But cautious as they
What
were,
more do you need to know
nothing
about
could
the
have
guy?
prepared them for
Like,
the events to follow.
Seems we're at the end of another chapter. So this is the Phantom Town we heard about, huh? It's like something from a horror film. I find the place unsettling too, but we mustn't let that keep us from our investigation. Who knows what kind of valuable information we might find here about the Elysian Box. Hint coins. Ah, there's one. There's another. Third one, maybe? Ah, okay. Nice music. The music got so good in Layton 2 and 3. It's a bit repetitive, I'd say. It's good, but it's a bit repetitive. There's not a lot of variation, maybe in the first game, I'd say. But here, there's a bit more variety. It's still kind of in the same style, but there's also some pieces that are a bit more original. Oh, fancy running to you here. Hello, howdy, hi, and all that. Hey, you're... The postman, yep. I've got post to deliver here, but it's always dark when I come, so it takes forever. No wonder the people here always seem so on edge. Well, that's all the more reason for me to bring a little sunshine into everyone's life with the post. Wow, you deliver letters all the way out here? I certainly do, and I have a schedule to keep while doing it. I can't remember if it's schedule or schedule in British English. I know American English is one way and British English is the other, but I can never remember which is which. So on that note, I'll be off. See you around. It would seem our friend the postman works a very, very wide area for delivery. But how can he cover Dropstone and Folsense every single day? The two towns are so far apart, it would be simply impossible. You may think so, Luke, but our world is full of inexplicable phenomena. This is but one of many. I suppose so. Are you alright there, Flora? You don't look well. I'm not sure, I just starting feeling sick all of a sudden. You're as white as a sheet. We'll find a place for you to rest straight away. I don't see any hotels. If there were any, you'd think there'd be a sign or something. Despite the lack of advertising, I'd say one of those buildings over there is a hotel. Between British English and Americans, yeah, there's two ways to pronounce it, schedule or schedule, but I can never remember which is which. Which is the American pronunciation and which is the British English pronunciation. Near the town train... I wasn't listening for a second, sorry, no problem. Near the town train station are 4 buildings standing in a row. One of these 4 is supposedly the local hotel, though it lacks a sign. Even so, if you study the area carefully, you should be able to tell which of the buildings is the hotel. It would seem a bit weird for it to be C, with it having two doors and everything. Officially, it is schedule in British English and schedule American English, but British people also say schedule sometimes. Okay. Okie dokie, okie. I'm tempted to say D, but I'm not sure. What's that? Is that a clock on C, by the way? Oh. On C, the windows and the door, there's an Hotel on it. Okay, well, never mind.
Let's see if this
It says
works.
hotel on the windows and the door.
That was almost too easy.
Yeah, there we go. The windows, the clock, and the door of the building C spell out the word hotel. Yeah, well, you know, it's very small and pixelated. At first, I didn't notice. You got the ingredient, Dream Fluff. Use it to create new blends. How are you doing, Flora? Any better? A little bit. I think that with some rest, I'll be back to my old self. Flora, Luke and I are going back out to learn more about this town. Why don't you stay here for a while and rest? Yes, take it easy for a while, Flora. We'll be back before long. Thanks, Luke. Be careful out there. You too, Professor. Do you think Flora's going to be okay? I wouldn't fret too much, Luke. She may just be exhausted from our long journey. I think our best course of action is to gather whatever information we can and hurry back to the hotel. After all, a gentleman never keeps a lady waiting. What a bad way to have a hotel. Yeah, so many people might just pass by and not even notice that it's a hotel because of how it's advertised. Flora has left the group for now. Check who's traveling with you on the top screen. Hello, sir. Good evening, sirs. I do hope the young lady traveling with you feels better soon. Who passes by in full sense anyway? I guess that's a good point. The bush. Well, if this is 3, I suppose that's it. Oh, I can't go back to the room. Okay. That's true. They are probably the first. It's all too complicated to even get to the place. Yeah. If you have to hop on a train, be in the right carriage of the train, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that sounds a bit too convoluted. There's a puzzle here. What an elegant flower. And it smells so nice. While we're on the subject of flowers, tell me, Luke, have you ever heard this puzzle? No? Worst holiday spot, can hardly find a place. Well, hey, Panda. Goodness me. Ah, it's the same puzzle as before. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I've got it. But first, a puzzle. You do like your puzzles, Monica, don't you? Layton's apprentice saves the day. Ah, shoot. But I think I'm right up there. These two up there, I think I'm right. You like a good puzzle? Darn it! There's always this one spot that's overpowered by the smell or something. Yeah, okay, I'll admit this one is a bit more complicated than the previous. Like this, maybe? Detective Rudy's on it. I hope I can do this. Okay, let me restart from the beginning. It seems... Oh, but wait. Okay.
Just leave
Leave
it
it to me.
Piece of cake.
With those roses in place, the whole room will smell great. Yeah, but who builds a room like this with lots of, like, maze-like walls in the middle anyway? Who does such a thing? Nothing creates a feeling of tranquility in a room quite like a fresh bouquet. Ah yes, the ones that the conductor placed in the rooms were very soothing. Of course, it's so obvious I can't imagine why I didn't think of it until now. What do you mean, Professor? Luke, think back to when that train carriage switched tracks. Can you remember anything? No, because they were asleep. I dozed off during all that, so everything's a bit foggy. Of course it is. The sudden sleepiness we experienced was no coincidence. Furthermore, I don't believe it was mere chance that we awoke upon our arrival in full sense. No, I'd say our little nap was part of a larger plan. What plan would that be? Were I to venture a guess, I'd say Sammy's roses contained some kind of extra ingredient, which sent everyone to sleep so that one of the carriages could switch tracks. People who like mazes, but has only gotten started? I guess so. That reminds me of a video I watched on YouTube not too long ago of a British man living in Japan, and he went to visit a love hotel, and there's one of the rooms in that love hotel is like a maze or something, with mattresses along the maze just in case the two lovers can't make it to the end of the maze where the bed is or something. So they put cushions and mattresses all over the place in the different hallways in the room. I thought that was pretty hilarious. I would love to work as dungeon architect for the people in games just doing mazes and temples. Just being a sadistic son of a bitch. Just to make it super hard for people to figure out. I'll wager that only those riding in the deluxe carriage were taken away to full sense. Smell the roses again is now in your puzzle index. You okay, Flora? That could be fun, seeing what kind of mazes you'd make. I'd be here resting you to be careful out there. Well, when I was working on the game that I showed on my Discord not too long ago, I had to make some dungeon designs. Or try, anyway. Though I never got really far. Okay, I think that's everything in this room. I should get back out. Everything I've seen leads me to believe that Dr. Schrader visited Fulsense. The Elysian box and the facts we need to solve the mystery of his death are close by, I'm sure of it. Do you think whoever stole the Elysian box might be hiding here as well? It's still too early to tell, but I'll know more if we can work out why Dr. Schrader ventured out here in the first place. For now, our best course of action is to search for anything connected to the Elysian box. Let's get to it then. Lead the way, Professor. Ah, okay, in coin. I want to try all the smallest windows. Okay. Okay, got it. Is there a puzzle here or not? Ah no, this leads back inside the hotel. Back out, Rudy. Station exit. Welcome to Fulsense, where you can dream big and make those dreams a reality. Want to get stinking rich? In Fulsense, making a huge fortune is child's play. That sounds like some of those emails I receive every now and then. Want to make quick and easy money? We have the solution for you. Let me guess, you two came here to get your hands on some of that Harrison money, am I right? What Harrison money? You came all the way here and you don't know about the Harrison fortune? That's rich, pal. Here's the story. A long time ago, you get these kind of mails. I get different kinds of mails. I get a lot of different kinds of mail. Like every possible type of scam that you can imagine, I get them. Like things telling me that my Netflix subscription has expired or something, and that I have to click on a link to renew it when I don't even have a Netflix subscription to begin with. Or my PayPal account has been blocked again just this morning. If you believe the email anyway. Never had problems with mails? Well, scam emails and things like that. Or, hello, my name is John Warosa. I am an attorney at law in Senegal, and a millionaire just died, but now there's no one to inherit the money. You've been chosen at random. Please send $3,000 to that bank account to unlock the funds, and we're going to send the millions of dollars to you. That sort of thing. I mean, I thought it was pretty common that everyone got mails like these. A long time ago, the big cheese here in Fulsense, Duke Harrison, found the mother of all good deposits. Guys get all sorts of scam mails. So girls don't get these? Yeah, or you mean penis enlargement pills, maybe, or that sort of thing? No, not penis enlargement things, but like advertisements for Viagra or something like that. Yeah, I already got these. A long time ago, the big cheese here in Fulsense, Duke Harrison, found the mother of all good deposits. There was so much gold you could spend in lifetime. People in the neighborhood waiting for you. And not too long ago... Oh yeah, that sort of thing, yeah. People in the neighborhood, yeah. Meet single ladies living within 30 kilometers of your home, that sort of thing. Then not too long ago, the old man croaked, and how his money sits abandoned in his castle. How's that for an interesting story? Quite. However, we're not here for treasure. Rather, we seek an item known as the Elysian box. You may also have heard it referred to as Pandora's box. Pandora's box? Isn't that a novel? I can't really help you, to be honest. I already searched this one, I think. Professor, the train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. Welcome back, Nuga. Love the soundtrack too. 30 kilometer for me, it is someone waiting for me next door. I should click on the link. Yeah, and get your computer pirated or something. Professor, the train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. Then it seems we have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. I suppose so. Okay, let's keep looking. Oh, okay. Mark my words, Samuel. It's here in town, I can guarantee that. You are to scour every inch of this place and bring it back to me as soon as you find it, okay? My sister just said she's had problems with the single ladies in your area males. So it can happen to ladies as well. Oh, come on, Unco. Do you really think it's everything people say it is? I don't know. It kind of sounds like a load of baloney to me. Are my ears playing tricks on me? I could have sworn you just told me that my information was wrong. You're in no position to be lecturing me on this subject. Now, get out there and start looking. Okay, okay. No need to blow a gasket. I'm going. Your sister... Or your sister might need to come out soon. It would appear that they too are out on the hunt for something. Look, Professor, what on earth could that be? Well, you mentioned the nephew the other day, but didn't... My sister is B, but sure, okay. Because you talked about a nephew, I think, the other day. And that you were sorting clothes with your sister, so I thought you meant she had a child of her own. Some strange sort of book, perhaps someone dropped it while running about town. Yikes, that take a butcher's at this crazy symbol on the cover. Let's have a look. The symbol seems to be in the shape of a goat. Well, whatever it is, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, but I do wonder what's written inside. It's hard to tell. These locks mean we can only read the first entry. Still, the symbol intrigues me. Ah, she does. Okay. Say, Professor, maybe somebody in that antique shop over there can tell us something about it. Excellent idea, Luke. Let's begin our investigation there. The old diary option has been added to the trunk. So what is it? Beluga seems to be working Sammy like a dog, sending him all over the town in a frantic search for some unknown item. It's unclear why Beluga would set up a secret train line connected to Full Sense, but it's clear that this item is very important to him. What could it be? An annoying yet lovable little kid? You're joking, right? I mean, like, you really mean it? Or you must be joking about it. Especially if you say your sister is right next to you and just told you about the email thing. He wouldn't say that. I mean, it's your right. Of course. But still would be a bit surprising. Yeah, I need to look for hint coins in this place. Okay, there's one. There are some very glamorous shops around here. Okay. What if that's 3? I suppose this is everything? No puzzles? Pots. I want to avoid talking to... I love him, but he can be annoying at times. Isn't it always like that? Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I think even parents can find their kid annoying sometimes. That doesn't mean they don't love their child, after all. It's just... how should I say, an objective assertion of how their kid is at times. Okay. Inspector, tell me, where did you come from? Took the words right out of my mouth, laddie. Wasn't expecting to see you two in a place like this. After some fieldwork in Dropstone, I was able to deduce that this town and the Elysian Box are linked. Dr. Schrader had stockpiled quite a stack of research on the Elysian Box. The criminal I'm in pursuit of more likely than not killed the doctor to get his hands on the box. So instead of chasing the man, I decided to chase the box. When I find it, I'll find the culprit. That's a solid bit of reasoning there. I didn't think Inspector Chelmy was that sharp. Hey, did you say something, lad? No sir, not a word. Good, because I've got no time for idle chit-chat. I've got a murderer to catch and cart back to London. Come along, Barton, we're leaving. Yes sir. Good day. Are you out shopping for anything in particular? I apologize, but we're not here to shop today. There are a few things we'd like to ask you about. However, firstly, there's this book we found. We were also wondering if you'd ever heard of an antique known as the Elysian Box. Oh dear, here we go with that box again. You know, you're the third person to ask about it today. The third? Those two detectives you saw were just asking about it, and half an hour ago there was a young lady. She seemed interested in knowing whether anyone had been searching around town for the box. Isn't this girl that got on the train yesterday? What was her name? Carla or something? Can you describe this young lady? Oh, she was quite a beauty. She wasn't a local, but she had a face that seemed somehow familiar. And the officer as well. They said they were here on an official police investigation. I'll tell you what I've told everyone today. I wish I could help, but this box you're after is news to me. One of my customers, I forget who, mentioned something about the box having quite a history behind it. Suspicious. If the thing was ever in full sense, it could have been in the Herzl Museum. I suggest you check there. Where might we find this museum? Just look for the big building in the middle of town, on the north side. The museum houses a wealth of documents celebrating the history of our town. This is all extremely useful. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll be sure to pay the museum a visit. Oh, before you run off, did you mention that you'd also found a book? Yes, that's right. Please feel free to take a look at it. Quite an unusual construction for a book of its age. Lovely work and very rare, I'd say. Would you happen to know anything about this symbol on the book's cover? I was just about to comment on how familiar that symbol seems, though it has no significance I'm aware of. I must confess what drew my eye to the book was its locks. Old gadgets of this sort always fascinate me. Its construction is very basic, so you might be able to open the locks with any old key you find. As a matter of fact here, why don't we see if this one does the trick? Think of it as my way of thanking you both for showing me something interesting. Many thanks, my good man. Diary key.
Oh, it's too bad we didn't find out more about that book. It certainly would have been nice, but
We'll have to put the book aside for now. It's time to pay a visit to the Herzl Museum. I met the most enchanting girl at the ball that we held last night. These parties are usually a complete bore, but our present changed all that. As the Duke's son, the unfortunate reality is that most people are overly polite and fawning towards me, but this girl was warm and real and treated me like she did everyone else. It was very refreshing indeed. I do hope to see her again. Oh. I had the great fortune of bumping into that girl from the ball again today. She's a daughter of some fancy lord or another, and it shows. Her intellect is matched only by the grace she displays. To be honest, I'm quite taken with her and have already started courting her. However, I fear that father seems less than pleased with the idea. Okay, I can't open any more chapters, so... Oh, do I have enough toys for Jeff now, by the way? The goal is 14 this time.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
Don't know if this is gonna work. If this is gonna work, but what, the wall doesn't work? I guess. Okay. That might be something that he has that you use to make him go around.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
Huh? What? He couldn't even spot it. I don't know what the wall is good for then. I don't know. I'll just remove it and see.
Got any snacks around here?
I think he needs to see it in front of him. Oh, the bulb makes him run several steps. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is a distraction to attract the hamster away from the starting point. Well, I got another level.
I think I'm getting the hang of this walking thing.
The goal is 18 next time. Yeah, like say I put a wall, I don't know, here. So he would walk 2 steps towards the wall, like here, and then from there he would look for an apple. He would see it and go and come here, and then he would look for the next thing, like the house, and go for it, and then the flower. Yeah. So if it goes like this, he's gonna take 1, 2 steps towards the wall, 3, 4, 5 to the apple, 6, 7, 8 to the house, 9, 11, 12 to the flower. I think we can do better.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
I didn't even go for the wall, it seems.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
I don't know, I'll still try. The flower next. If everything works according to plan, yeah. And then he's gonna walk several steps. Yeah, excellent. 21. Yeah, a wall is just a wall. It seems.
Hey, suddenly I've got energy to spare.
Yeah, it would seem you can get him to walk quite a long distance, using the light bulb. But okay, well now the record is 21 and I would have to make him walk 3 more steps. Let's go back. Alright, well. We're here for the puzzles, we said. There she is. That's her I meant. I've heard all about you, Missy. I know you've been asking around town about that box. Katya, not Carla. Oh, but I just... And before you say anything, I don't care who your old man is. No one's above the law. Jeff is soon in perfect shape. Yep. He's gonna be happy about it, I hope. And before you say anything, I don't care about who your old man is. No one's above the law. In my eyes, anyone out chasing the Elysian box moves to the top of my list of suspects. No, you've got it all wrong. Sir, if you wouldn't mind. What is it, Barton? Can't you see I'm in the middle of something here? Yes, about that, sir. The criminal we seek killed a man to obtain the Elysian box, so the villain should have it already. If the young lady was our culprit, she'd have no need to ask around about the box, in my opinion, sir. Oh, is that so now, Barton? I don't recall ever asking for your analysis of the situation. How dare you be a good cop? Terribly sorry, sir. Please forgive my momentary lapse in judgment. I'll just be going now. Barton, get back here this instant, you pilchard. Phew. Hey, that's the girl we saw at Dropstone Station. What was her name? Katie? No, that's not it. I believe you're thinking of Mr. Anderson's daughter, Katya. Yes, that's the one. I wonder what she's doing here. That guy was in the first game, wasn't he? I think, Stachin. Now there's a couple of mugs I've seen before. Hey, I know you. And I know Fate, because that's what brought you, me, and that swanky tea set of yours together. Now that we're all reunited, I say we celebrate with a cup of tea. Brew me something nice, would ya? You want us to make tea for you? That's right, whippersnapper, but nothing fancy. A cup of citrus classic will do the trick. It's so easy to make, even a baby could do it. A baby with a magic tea set, that is. Anywho, all you need is some oasis leaf, a little brisk berry, and a sprinkle of citronia seed. Well, we've already brewed this. Fantabulous. A smile spreads across Stashin's Carfan's face. He seems restored and cheerful. Every time you yawn, my sister says go to bed. No, I have to stream first. I want to keep going with this. I'm okay. I'll probably sleep better tonight, hopefully. Of course, you couldn't have pulled it off without my expert direction, so don't get cocky. You know this town is filled with thirsty folks. You've got the tea set, so the way I see it, it's your responsibility to help people. If you manage to help everyone out with a tea break, good things will happen. If you manage... yeah, this I promise. Gosh, Professor, what do you think? How much good can we really do with just a cup of tea? Oh, a fair bit, Luke. Gentlemen never underestimates the power of a hot cup of tea. Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it couldn't hurt to spread some happiness. Puzzle time. Golly, you two sure are running around a lot. Makes me tired just watching you. Why don't you rest a while with this puzzle I've got here? Your health is more important though, so if you're tired then you should sleep. Yeah, but I won't be able to sleep so early anyway. My body isn't used to lying down and falling asleep at such an early hour. It's like even if, yeah, kitty, even if I wanted to sleep in the afternoon, I couldn't. I just couldn't because my body knows it's not time to be sleeping yet. But anyway, here are 4 circular flower beds, each with a radius of 10 meters. The way they're arranged forms a space between them. Can you find the area in meters squared of the section colored red below? What is it, kitty? Okay. Because you never start going to bed early. Yeah, I know. Come. Come show your face. Come show your face on the camera. He doesn't want to, he just wants to run away right now. Yeah, really, why don't you rest a while? Alright, alright. He doesn't want to stay. Yeah. I'm gonna let him out. Yeah, just hang on. You love him? Yeah, he's cute, isn't he? Where did I put my stylus now? Okay, there it is. Okay, well, I think I know what I have to do. If you draw the radius of these circles like this, like this, and like this. Well, it doesn't look like a square, but you have to imagine that it is one. I guess you have a big square that's like that doesn't help me. What do I do now? Well, each side of the square would be 20. So this larger square would be 400 square meters, I guess. And then you would have to subtract from this a quarter of the surface of each circle. Or the surface of a circle, really, since it's 4 quarters, essentially. That's p times the radius squared, so that's 314. That would be 86 square meters. I found it. The square is a good approach, but it is the wrong square, you think? I'm tempted to try anyway. What is it? The square is a good approach, but it's the wrong square. The red area includes the circle below, I believe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, hello, Everinian. Yeah, you lost some more weight, Jeff, tonight, just so you know. Yeah, I know, so my calculation is incorrect then. Yeah, it is the surface of the... Ignore the widths of the border around the flower beds when calculating your answer. Yeah. Oh, but wait. No. Yeah, okay, well, that was part of the answer, really. Because 314 is the surface of this area, and 86 was the surface of this one. So it is actually 400, the answer. So, well, I did need this in my calculation, but I guess when drawing my big square like this, these 4 areas that made the surface of a full square, it equals the surface of the circle that's already in red below, so these cancel out, if you like. So it is 400. There. Pretty sure.
Consider this puzzle solved. Ha! Wonderful.
Nice job. The red section has an area of 400 square meters. If you quarter the space between the flower beds and fit the pieces to the circle as shown... Oh, okay, well, I did it differently. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see how... I again chose a completely different way of calculating it. Way more complicated than it needed to be. But I got the right answer anyway in the end. It's just like when I'm playing Catherine. I'm always making things harder for myself than than they need to be. I suppose. Golly, you ran through that puzzle so fast it made my head spin. You're just one of those people who does everything her. I get tired just thinking about it. Did I find all the hint coins in this location? I don't think so. There's one. Or actually, I think I didn't find any. Okay. Okay, well, I found 3, so I suppose that's all of them. They were aligned in those 3 spots, kind of like right next to one another. No door I can go into or anything. Professor, I've just seen Inspector Chelmy over there. No need for alarm, Luke. He's likely just gathering information about Dr. Schrader's case. It seems that he's finally worked out that the key to solving it lies here in Fulsense. Hehe, maybe the inspector's almost got a grip of the situation for once. So let me confirm. This here is the man you've witnessed asking around about the Elysian box, no doubt about it. Yep, the man in the photograph is the one. I'd remember that face anywhere. Well, that seals the deal. Just as I suspected, my instincts are never wrong. Come along now, Barton. We're moving on. Oh yes, sir. Right behind you, sir. It's quite an interesting habit you have, always trying to go on lunatic mode, as Quellix calls it. Can't do it on normal mode. Lunatic is the highest difficulty in Fire Emblem, which I know Quellix likes. Sorry, sir, but I can't let you in like that. We've got a dress code, see? What, like, as in, Layton isn't dressed properly? How offensive. Now, if you'd be so kind as to hand me your hat. Very well, you're saying that we can enter if I give you this hat? He has nothing under his hat, actually. The world is not ready to see what's under his hat. That's the secret. Puzzle 68. Hat etiquette. Since Felix has requested that you hand over a hat, can you find another hat? Buried in the pattern below, the hat you're looking for will be the same shape and size as the black one shown below, but may not be facing the same direction as the example hat. Use the stylus to outline your answer and touch submit. see plenty of hats, but not necessarily exactly the same size. Rudy beatbox. Yeah, but that... no, not quite. I can see it, but I... Can't I just circle it? I can see it, but it's hard to outline it properly. I'll try.
This should do the trick.
Okay, it registered.
Ha! Wonderful.
I wasn't sure it would register. Good job spotting that hidden hat. Now the professor has a hat to give to Felix. There we are, as requested. I have provided you with a hat. Huh? Professor, I don't think that's quite what he meant. Oh, that's me? What do you mean? Be that as it may, I'm not taking this hat off. Let's go, Luke. But I was really looking forward to dropping in for a snack. It takes a very special occasion for this hat to come off. That's all I have to say on the matter. There's more to it. What, Felix? That's your real name? Finally revealed? It takes a very special occasion for this hat to come off. That's all I have to say on the matter. Yeah, right. I think this is too deep for me. I got a new hamster toy for Jeff. Alright. Ah, another little house. I guess I could do it this way.
Got any
Got any snacks around
Don't
here?
go out on me.
It shouldn't be able to see the house. Yeah. Well, it was kinda here all the time. Yeah, I guess so. But I didn't think that your nickname was necessarily anything to do with your real first name. 21. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it, Jeff. That's it. 24.
I'm feeling mighty fine.
There we go. So, he's sporty now. Place items down on the grid. Yeah, right. Okay, back. Doesn't have another puzzle? No, okay. What's that? Lobster house. Okay. Oh, there's a hint coin. Professor, a hint coin! There's a second. I didn't mean to go inside. Have a look at these photos of the town, Luke. Whoever took them has a fine eye for detail, but if you look closely, you can see that the pictures aren't quite in chronological order. Do you think you can work out the order in which the pictures should be displayed? Only one more to go till he's in shape. So proud. He's our boy. Not reacting. He must be AFK. Trying to trigger a reaction as much as we can. No answer. 4 photographs decorate the wall of Joseph's photo studio. Each photo depicts the same area and was taken at the exact same time of day. However, each photo was taken at a different point in time, and if you look carefully, you can work out the order in which these pictures were taken. Enter your answer by using the letters attached to each picture, starting with the earliest, like so, A, B, C, D. Alright. Okay, in C and D there is an orange thing in the top right corner. Maybe it's a house actually. Or part of a house that was not built yet. It's present on A and B but not on C and D. So C and D have to be the earliest of the four. Between C and D... I don't see any difference between C and D. Oh, there's a lamp that is on D that is not there on C. Well, it's there on all the pictures except on C. So C would be first, then D. Reaction? Well, yeah, we want him to move and get in shape. He is doing sport right now. C, D, and then between A and B. Oh, one of the lamps on the restaurant sign is off on A. So C, D, B, A.
Let's see if this works. Piece of cake!
Piece of cake. In C, the street light has yet to be installed, but in D, the light has been built. In B, there's a new building in the background and the restaurant window is broken. Finally, in A, the broken window seen in B has been patched up and some of the lights in the restaurant sign have burned out. What's more, the door of the photo studio has been painted a different color. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice that. There we are. If these photos are any indication, Full Sense has quite a rich and lengthy history. Core, with enough of these pictures, I bet you could see exactly how the town developed. You bring up an interesting point, Luke, but if these photos are that old, why do they look so new? Now that you mention it, I suppose they do look quite new. Maybe because they were just developed, I suppose. As like they were printed, if you like, in more modern terms. Photographs this old normally show some signs of deterioration. I wonder what method the studio uses to keep these photos so immaculate. Hold on, because I wasn't done outside. Ah, there it is. Okay, now we can go in. Okay. Okay, there we go. No more puzzles. My, these photos look stunningly new for their age. How do you manage that? I'm flattered, but really I take no special measures in that regard. Okay. What's this? Precious? That's its name? He doesn't appear to be in a very good mood, Luke. Let me see if I can find out what the problem is. Yeah, Luke can talk to animals. Hey there, fellow. Gwoof, gwoof. Ah! Good heavens, Luke, are you hurt? I don't think he's in the mood for conversation right now. Indeed, let's find another way through town. Passing through here seems rather difficult. I like the idea that a big dog like this would be called something like Precious. Its owners have some humor. Alright. Alright. Okay. Can't go through this door. This must be the museum. The gate's shut tight, it must be closed. I was hoping we'd find some useful information inside, but there's no sense in standing around waiting. For the time being, let's continue our investigation elsewhere. The lights. No puzzle? No. Right, the doors are still shut tight. Hello, Miss, I suppose. Clarice. Oh ho, did you see that? Huh? See what? The ghost, of course, one just floated by all oogity boogity-ing, I swear. Oogity boogity? Oogie boogie? Drat, I must have missed it. That's the 12th time today he's flown by. This must be the best spot for ghost watching. I've been here for hours. It's all just so fascinating. I'm utterly captivated. I'm sure it's all very exciting, but would you care to take a break and have a cup of tea? That sounds great. I screech like a banshee every time I spot a ghost, and boy is my throat sore. But if I'm going to take a tea break, let's make it a mysterious one. Woo! That means I'd like something sweet and kind of unusual. Sweet? This? Unfortunately, the tea you brewed for Clarice doesn't quite suit her. Ah! I can't detect any trace of mystery in this tea. Is it just tea? Spicy. Dream fluff mild. It might also be that I don't have the ingredients to make the blend that she wants. Your tea was no good, what a pity. Shoot. I'm good at drinking it, not at making new blends. Maybe if I talk to her a bit more, she will give me a hint as to what she wants in her tea. Greetings, strangers. Let me guess, you've come here seeking fame and fortune? Actually, we're searching for an item called the Elysian Box. Does that name sound familiar? Wow, now that's a fantastic name. Here's a puzzle for sharing that great name with me. A yellowed photograph shows 3 couples. In the photo, no one man is standing. Yikes, deadly tea. Speaking of which, time to stay hydrated. In the photo, no one man is standing directly above a spouse. Of the 3 women present, 2 are sisters and are sitting next to each other. The elder sister's husband is the man without the mustache. Everyone in the picture is wearing a hat except the husband of the youngest sister. The woman, unrelated to the other 2, is sitting in front of the younger sister's husband. So can you find the man in this slot who is married to neither sister? Choose A, B, or C. Alright, but first a puzzle. Exactly. Alright, so that means that... Wait, hold on. Okay, 2 sisters are sitting next to each other. Alright. Well, both B and C have a mustache, don't they? The elder sister's husband is the man... Ah, no, without a mustache, okay. So the elder sister is either E or F, is what this means. She's either E or F, and the other sister is not in front of the one who is not wearing a hat. So that means that the 2 sisters are D and E. So the one we're looking for is either A or B. And how do I distinguish the 2? Oh, well, yeah. No, yeah, okay, no, never mind. Yeah, you know that the 2 husbands of the 2 sisters are the one without a mustache and the one without a hat, so the one that you're looking for is obviously the one with a mustache and a hat. Yeah. They give you a whole lot of information that you don't really need.
And now to test my theory. Huh, wonderful.
Yeah, they give you this long list of information when actually you don't need all of it. The only important part is who the husbands are of the 2 sisters, and then the one you're looking for is neither of those 2. It's the remaining one. The answer is B. Finding the answer to this one just requires close reading. You know the elder sister's husband has no mustache. So did you really? You know the elder sister's husband has no mustache, so he must be A. You also know that the younger sister's husband has no hat, so he's obviously C. With those 2 choices eliminated, the answer is clear. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the elder sister is E, the little sister is D, and the last woman is F. Yeah. And she's married to B. Yeah, right. Okay. Good job, and good luck finding that whatchamacallit, you know, the thing with the great name. I bet you when you open it, a genie pops out and, grants you a wish or something nifty. I should write down that I have to come back to her, maybe, to give her tea. If I talk to her again, is she gonna refer to it? What genius came up with that gem of a name? I can't even try again. She doesn't show up on the thing. Alright, okay. I don't know what I would have gained from doing this. Maybe a hint coin, like those first 2 times when Layton and Luke wanted a specific blend of tea, but I already had those. Alright then. Hint coins in here. The lamp. Ah, found one. The other lamp, no. The windows. Which way now? I got 3 paths. Oh, Mr. Beluga, it's been ages. I haven't seen you in donkeys. Did you find that thing in the end? I wish. I told Sam to track it down, but that boy is about as useful as a chocolate frying pan. Oh, don't fret like that, love. You'll get wrinkles in that distinguished brow of yours. Hey up, then, Mr. B. Duck. How about coming inside for a catch-up? Professor, did you see that? Mr. Beluga just went into that cabaret. A cabaret, you say? Let's take a closer look, shall we? This is no place for a gentleman. Turn around. Run away. It never hurts to ask. Let's start with the woman standing outside. In the lamp. Okay, in that plant. Okay. Where did I come from in the end? Oh, I recognize this place. And then the lamp. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I imagine when Layton and Luke are searching for hint coins, they are crawling around everywhere on the ground in the trash, crawling up a building. Yeah, because sometimes they're on chimneys and stuff like that. Like, so on top of houses. Throwing a grappling hook. Go on, Luke, you climb. My back isn't what it used to be. Go and get it. If we overlook puzzles along the course of our journey, we know where we can go, don't we, Luke? And the inside of the house here is exactly the same as the one in the first game. Puzzle time. Oh, hello, love. You must be that tall, dark, and handsome stranger my horoscope's been promising. You're coming in to see the show, aren't you, Ducky? I apologize, madam, but we're in the middle of... Hey, you aren't going all shy on me, are you? I can see you blushing under that big hat. Oh, and who's your little friend there? He's a right strapping lad, isn't he? Aren't you, love? Me? That lady has the hots for Layton. Who doesn't? Sorry to change the subject, but I couldn't help but notice Mr. Beluga entering your cabaret. Ooh, one of Mr. B's friends, are you? Something like that, yes. Maybe I should start wearing a hat too then. Does Mr. Beluga visit here often? Well, you could certainly call him a patron of the arts, love. But I'm not one to go chatting about the customers with just any old charmer who walks past. Oh, but you are a handsome devil, aren't you? Charming, dapper, and such a gentleman. Show me you've got some brains behind that pretty face, and I might get a bit indiscreet. Jeweled necklaces. Oh, customers, is she after the money only? I have this old necklace that's not really to my taste anymore. I decided to sell it, but when I was getting it valued the other day, I realized something strange. Each stone is worth a different amount, but there's a way for me to break the necklace up into 3 smaller ones that are all worth the same total. Can you work out where to make the cuts? Yeah, that's how you do it, okay. Oh, okay, she is after the puzzles. Does she say how many smaller ones there needs to be? Into 3 smaller ones, okay. Well, what's the total? If it's 3 equal prices, I should just have to total everything. Let's see, 1,000, 1,700. I'll just write it down, because otherwise it's just gonna be more confusing. Oh yeah, but here I'm writing in front of the bracelet, so it's not super smart what I'm doing here, but okay, 300 and 600. 300 and 600. Okay. Divide this by 3. So that's this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's correct. So each part must be 2,600. Let's see. Is this correct? I think so. Girls love a man who knows how to solve puzzles. Nobody have told me that.
Leaves no puzzle unsolved.
I would have known what to brush up then, if someone told me. Oh, brains and beauty, I hope you don't solve puzzles for all the girls. Now then, Mr. B is definitely here looking for something, but I don't rightly know what. Really, your dating game will go up with more picarets. Can't be having much luck because he's had the right cob on whenever I've seen him lately. Are you quite alright, madam? You look a bit fatigued. Oh, I was in a world of my own there, love. Sorry, pet, I'm just a bit tired and thirsty. It's right dead in there and all. I think a nice sit down is what I need. Your job must be very taxing. Make sure to allow some time in your schedule for recuperation. Oh, don't go worrying about me, love. You'll get wrinkles. You're right, though. I need to schedule some veritime. If you'd like, I think we could prepare you a nice cup of tea. How does that sound? Oh, you're a man after my own heart. I'm gasping for a cuppa. I need a lift after the day I've had. Could you make me something refreshing? Oh, and make sure you sweeten it right up and all, sugar lump. Isn't that the one that Luke likes? Refreshing sweetness. That seems to fit the description. Absolutely delightful. A smile spreads across Vera's face. She seems restored and in high spirits. Oh, now that is divine. I do like a man who knows his way around a teapot. There's a lot of new faces. Okay, so men need to be able to solve puzzles and to make some tea. There's a lot of new faces passing through town these days, but yours is the best of the lot, love. It sounds so ambiguous, in our words. In fact, just a little while ago, an older gentleman came to town with a box all studded with gems. Take notes, Rudy. I can make my own tea, so there's that at least. Puzzles, well, it depends. Depends if I've had a good night or not. Looks wise. He didn't hold a candle to you, of course, but he had a touch of class, I'd say. Well, looks matter a bit, unfortunately. There's still the matter of looks. Now, if you two ever get tired of running around, stop in any time and say hi, you hear? Tee-hee-hee. Or maybe it is just your reading, Rudy. Not the folding ticket puzzles, for sure. Your looks are fine, Rudy. Where to now? Do you see that watchtower, Professor? There's something very suspicious about it, isn't there? Okay, yeah, there was a hint point in it. I guess that was suspicious. Let's see. The lamppost. Yeah. Oh, we can get in. That's why you gotta sleep well, to be able to solve puzzles. Yeah, you look fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I know, but I'm looking for coins right now. Right? Ah, there we go. So what's this place? Grocer's shop. There's another, and in the flowers maybe. God, this whole place is covered in garlic and it definitely smells like it. Blah! Maybe this is Romania. It's the Orient Express. It stopped in Romania, and there's vampires in the watchtower. And if you sleep well, your eye sacs will look better. They're here to stay, I'm afraid. This is part of my face. I can't help it, even after a good night's sleep. Yes, it's very pungent. It's a good thing I brought a handkerchief. My eyes are watering. My nose hurts just being in here. Finally, some customers. Come in, come in. Well, you look weird. It's been months since anyone came by. My shop's been out of favor with the townspeople recently. I can see why, or rather, I can smell why. Okay, my shop smells. So what? It's not for the good of my health, you know? It's for protection. We've got what you might call a bit of a vampire problem here in town. And garlic keeps them away. See, I knew it. Something about vampires. Do I look like I'm joking, boy? You've seen that castle over there, haven't you? Well, he looks like someone who isn't sleeping because he's afraid of vampires. Look at his eyes like... That's where the vampire lives, at least. That's what people say. Yeah, I was right, actually. I'm not saying I believe the talk, but you can never be too prepared, you know. Okay. No puzzles? Oh, no, okay. Well, back out then. Ah, there's a gentleman on the side. It's not every day I see new faces. Are you visiting from out of town? Yes, in a way, but we're not here to sightsee. We're searching for an antique known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard of it? No, that's the first I've ever heard of it. I wish I had some information for you. Oh, I just can't let visitors to our great town go away empty-handed. Hey, here, it's not a keyring, but please, take this puzzle of mine as a souvenir of Full Sense. Oh, isn't that something similar to another puzzle we've had before? 5 shapes are arranged in a sequence, but the 4th shape is missing. Use the 4 visible shapes to determine which of A, B, or C should be inserted as the 4th shape in the sequence. Instead of having garlic all around the shop, maybe just have it around your neck like a necklace, or put garlic by the door, or just have garlic breath maybe, or something. Oh, it's the numbers. You have to pick the block that seems to have a 4 on it. It's B, isn't it?
This should do the trick.
Garlic breath. Ugh.
Wonderful.
No, honestly, I don't like it. I don't like that. Or put garlic by the door, yeah. Something along those lines. That's right, B is the answer. The number is hidden in each shape, determine the sequence for this order. When you turn each shape 90 degrees clockwise, a number becomes visible. In the case of B, turning it sideways reveals the number 4. Nice work there, fellows. I hate to burst your bubble, but in your if your lead on this Elysian Box led you here, you may be out of luck. And also, dating game goes worse with garlic. Yeah, that would keep vampires away, but more than just vampires, yeah. Normal people as well. See, many of the residents who were Full Sense experts skedaddled a few years ago. It all started over a strange rumor that spread through the town like wildfire. So even if we are in the right place, there may be no one left to ask. Tell me, what was this rumor? Some silly things about a curse. I'm not entirely sure what it was, to be honest, but I often find myself wondering where all those people who left Full Sense ended up. Oh. Lots of different paths, it seems. Let's try this way. Broken gates. This place gives me a bad feeling. Who knows what could be lurking down that path? From what I can see, it's just an expansive wilderness. Let's leave it be for now. Coins. Okay. Okay. Well, if there's any other, I can't tell. So far, the perfect man is a gentleman who can solve puzzles, brew a good cup of tea, and not have garlic breath. That is easy, Rudy, we got this. Do you see that watchtower, Professor? Yeah, I know. Come back, maybe. Before I go there. Yeah! Ah, that scared me, silly Professor. What's making that awful racket? I don't know, but I think it's coming from right above us. Quick, Luke, up the stairs. but not until we have found all the hint coins in this place. No, on the mirror. There's another. Lots of garlic again. That pot? No. Okay. Found one. Okay, chains, garlic. Someone is afraid of vampires. Quickly, upstairs. But first, look, Professor, a hint coin. It never gets old. Okay. A puzzle, you say? Ah, blasted vampires, get off my property! Are you alright, mister? Who goes there? Wait, you don't need to tell me. I know vampire henchmen when I see him. Whoa, wait a second. What are you talking about? We just heard a scream and came to investigate. You know what also doesn't get old? Yeah, did you know that you can undo? You can undo, Rudy? Did you know that? Did you know? Did you know? Say what you will, Sonny, but it won't do you any good. I see through your vampire lies. Yeah, I knew it. I saw it coming. If you really want me to believe you're not vampires, you'll solve this puzzle and you'll do it quickly. I haven't forgotten, you know. Let's see. In what one quiet town? There's a tower that commands a view of the whole town. Since you can see every building in town from the tower, logic dictates that you should be able to see. I thought you wouldn't think of it. Nah, I did. I'm not that tired yet, I suppose. Since you can see every building in town from the tower, logic dictates that you should be able to see the top of the tower from any building in town. As you can see on the map shown below, however, there's one building in this town from which you clearly have no chance of seeing the top of the tower, no matter which window you look out of. Can you find this building? Oops. The one that has no window? Like, what, this one? Doesn't have any window? Is that it? Come on, really think. Or the stadium? I mean, if you're inside the stadium, you can't look out, I suppose. Blast! My plan was foiled by Big Brain Rudy. I'll get you next time. I don't know, the stadium, maybe.
Here goes.
Oh, that's not it. Oops.
Whoops. That wasn't right.
That wasn't right. Try again. Or maybe this one? I'm not gonna try them all. Give me a hint, perhaps. Looking for some buildings that block each other's view. It doesn't look like there are any buildings like that around town. You need to find a building from which the top of the tower can't be seen. To put it another way, you're looking for a building that doesn't allow you to see the outside of the tower. The tower itself? The tower itself?
Just leave it to me.
Ah, okay.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, right, after a few hints. Good thinking. From inside the tower, there's no way to see the top of it. You may be able to stick your neck out of a window and look up, but you still won't be able to see the top of it. Pretty good for a vampire, unless you're not one of the Bloodsucker's underlings after all. If that's how it is, then listen to me when I tell you you'd best keep away from the castle over yonder. A real-life vampire, you say? Don't make me say it again. Another mystery. Rumors have surfaced regarding a vampire said to live in the castle at the edge of town. Terrified by such talk, not a soul in full sense dares to go near the castle. Could a vampire actually be living up in Urzen Castle? Finding the lead out here is slow going, isn't it? Indeed, perhaps our only real choice is to wait for the Urzen Museum to open. Gosh, if that's the case, maybe we should revisit the museum. You never know, it might have opened up while we were away. You have a point, Luke. I hope the museum proves more useful to us this time than it did the last. Yeah, you still can't go inside here? Or maybe you can't at all in the whole game? No, okay, never mind. Well, the dog is still blocking the way here, so I still can't go there. Well, look at that, the gate is open now. Now we can finally go inside. Yay! But wait. I haven't been this way yet. Okay. Oh, hello you two, nice to see you again. Heading to the north side of town, are you? Why, what's up there? Oh, nothing really, just some old houses. I've got letters from folk in Dropstone to deliver there. You really want to go in there, huh? It's a kid's game, so I doubt there's anything interesting in there. I was surprised at first too, but there's some sort of connection between Dropstone and this place. It's hard to describe it in words, so I'll just leave it at that. Whoops, and I've got to dash. The post can't be late. Mr. Parcel, please wait a moment. Gosh, he didn't even look back once. Quite a perplexing individual, that one, but never mind. For now, we must focus on our investigation. Yeah, but first a puzzle. Ah, there's one. So many windows. There's another. And there's a third. Okie-dokie. Ah, so I can't go any further. Alright. Let's get back then. Let's go to that museum thing. Well, well. Luke, do you hear that? It sounds like the conductor and Mr. Beluga are rowing again. Nothing? You don't even have as much as a lead on it? I thought I told you to find it and find it fast. Uncle, you gotta cut me some slack. It's no piece of cake sneaking around with the fuzz on my tail. Plus, that Professor Dude from London has been out playing detective. Keeping a low profile takes it out of a guy, you know what I'm saying? Plus, my feet are killing me from all this running around. How about you let me take a break? Besides, if I get caught sneaking around like this, you always were a layabout, Samuel. Stop moaning and get back to the task at hand. Until you find that box, I'd better not hear the word break coming out of your mouth. Gosh, Mr. Beluga really let him have it. Do you think he was the one who opened this gate? I'm not sure, though it appears that while the gate is open, the museum itself is still closed. But let's put this discussion aside for a moment. Tell me, Luke, do you recognize the symbol at your feet? It's the same as the book. The stone has been worn down over the years, but I've definitely seen this design before. Oh, it looks like the symbol on the book we found lying out in the street. That it does, but I'm certain I've seen something like this in another location too, but where? Ah yes, now I've got it. What is it, Professor? We must locate Inspector Chelmy at once. I need to see that photo you acquired from the crime scene. But this town is so big, how are we going to track him down? Well, it's quite late now. He may have returned to the hotel for the night. What do you think? I think you're probably right. Quick, let's head back to the hotel. But first, a puzzle. No, I'm joking. There. There's 3. Let's look around. Yep, the museum doors are shut tight. There's nothing going in there. There's no going in there, I think he said. Yeah, okay. No, okay, I got it. But first, arrest. I'll try to stream like at least 10 more minutes. I think I'm coming to the end of another chapter here, so that should be a good spot for me to stop for tonight if I can get there. So very thirsty, to be honest. I've been better, sonny boy. The name's Gregorio, and I love chess like pigs got love mud. I've been standing here all day pondering my next move, and well, it's pretty brutal work. With a cup of tea help, that'd be mighty kind of you, sonny boy. I'll see what I can make. Once you're refreshed, thinking up your next move should be much easier. I don't know, this one? I am drinking tea right now. It really is refreshing. Unfortunately, the tea you brewed for Gregorio doesn't do the trick. But a puzzle keeps my mind clear. Howdy, the name's Gregorio, and I'd rather run around in a chicken suit than go one day without chess. You want to get on my good side and hear what I have to say? Fine, but first, a little chess. Well, this should be interesting. The Knight's Tour 1. Lead the knight on a trip around the board. Chess knights move 2 squares forward and 1 square perpendicular on each turn. The initial direction can be up, down, left, or right. Move this knight around the entire board, landing on each square only once. Oh, what? Why? I already... no, okay, no, never mind. Okay. Tea is really nice. Depending on the flavor and kind of tea, it really changes a lot. Yeah, there's a... It's just a lucky puzzle. Yeah, there's lots of different kinds of tea with lots of different kinds of taste.
Okay, well, no, never mind. Depending on what time of the year it is, I will like to drink different sorts of tea, not always the same. Ah. Hmm. Wait. Yeah, but there's one I can't finish. No, types of tea that I like, well, black tea in general I quite like. Green tea, I prefer it cold in the summer because it's more refreshing that way. I like South African red tea as well, rooibos as they call it there. Because it's not bitter at all. You can just let it infuse for as long as you like, and it never gets bitter. Whereas white, black, or green tea, if you leave it for too long in hot water, it can get too bitter to my taste. Oh, I got it.
This should do the trick.
Yeah, there was a bit of luck involved there.
And there we have it.
Well done. The Knight's Tour is a classic puzzle that's well known in many countries. Very nice, sonny boy. There's lots more where that came from, but let's take a breather for now so you can hear my spiel. Back in the day, this town was full of aristocratic families, but one day they all just upped sticks. The Erzen family is pretty much the only upper crusty family left in town. So does that mean he has another one? Ah, okay, no, never mind. Not now. Alright then, let's go back to the hotel. Unusual and sweet in flavor, she said. Well, I guess I'm not good at making blends. At making them myself. Alright, this is getting on my nerves. Let's get out of here. Hotel. Ah, I haven't seen this little girl yet. Hey, what's with the long face? It's not very grown up of you to sulk like that. Honestly, I can't stand to see you looking like that, so here's a little puzzle my friend told me. Maybe a lot of the second one? I'll try. I'll take your advice. The difference between Mum's age and Dad's age is the same as my age. Oh, and my big sister's twice my age, which happens to be 1/3 my mum's age. And one more thing, in 5 years I'll be my sister's age. How old am I? Unusually sweet, it said. It said it had a sweet flavor. I thought it said unusual and sweet. But I might have got that wrong. No hint. Five, 10. Well, how old am I? She says. She can only be 5. If in 5 years she'll be her sister's age, and her sister's age is exactly twice what she has now, she's 5. Who cares about the age of the parents?
This should do the trick. Ha! Wonderful.
Hey, not bad. The girl's father is 35 and her mother is 30, meaning the difference in their ages is the same as the girl's age, as she said. As for her big sister, she's 10. That's twice the girl's age and a third of their mother's. In 5 years, the girl will be 10, which is her sister's age now. Kids these days grow up so quickly. Yeah, but again, there was a lot of unnecessary information in there about the parents. Only the last bit of information really mattered. The best kind. A story. Okay, here goes. See, a long time ago there was another family in town as rich as the Ursins. But one of the younger daughters got her heart broken by some boy and decided to leave town. It could just be a story somebody made up, but if it's real, that boy must have been a total loser. Yeah, let me return to the woman who wanted tea. Lots of the second. What's that? A lot of the second one. Is it revitalizing and restoring? Brisk berry, sweet. Ah yeah, it is sweet. And unusual. I could try any combination that has 2 of the first and any of the others. Well, hold on. Let me go back and talk to the woman and listen to what she has to say. Both unusual and sweet in flavor. Don't botch it up. It's not an ingredient I don't have yet, is it? Okay, never mind. Let's try this one. Last try. What's that? No, but this one I already discovered this one. I can't tell. Okay, back to the hotel now. She wants some tea as well, it seems. I love sweet stuff, but there's not much of it here in Full Sense. Do you think you can help me? The one I just tried? Is this what you need? Now that's a tasty cup of tea. Joni grins widely. She seems restored and in high spirits. You know, that wasn't half bad at all. Actually, it was pretty tasty. Thanks a million. That's the first sweet thing I've had since Mum made me give up cola. She says it rots your teeth. Well, your mum's right. Who's this? Opal. False Sense used to be home to many families of noble birth. Then Duke Erison discovered a vast gold deposit on the outskirts of town, which changed everything. Full Sense developed rapidly, but word of the gold brought in all sorts of unsavory types. It's such an awful shame. This used to be such an enchanting town. Inspector, there's something I need to ask you. Can you spare just a moment? Ah, Layton, I've seen you've been busy. I didn't think you'd manage to solve 50 puzzles so soon. Yeah, I think I'm at 70-something. I hear you've been very busy sniffing around town for clues. Tell me, has your search yielded any genuinely useful facts yet? Another missing dog, perhaps? Perhaps? Would you mind showing me the photo you recovered from the doctor's flat? Oh ho, am I to understand there's a clue to be found in that photo? Well, if you'd done your job as a police officer, you'd know. Well, I see you've solved 50 puzzles already, so I can tell you're serious about the investigation. My top priority is solving this case, so if you think you can help, I might as well show you the thing. What the devil? Is something the matter, sir? There's a hole in my blasted pocket. Oh no! How do you get more things for tea making? From solving puzzles from other people. They unlock and they give them to you as you solve these puzzles, it seems. Same thing for the camera pieces and for the toys for Jeff. I've been scattering the pieces about without even noticing. This is a low point in my career. It seems that all that remains of the photo is this one scrap. You got a photo scrap. There are 15 photo scraps left to be collected. Another thing to collect. Doesn't look like we'll ever see that photo again. Perhaps not. The pieces were all still in my pocket when we entered Folsen's. Of that much I am sure. Inspector, do you recall the path you took around town over the past couple of hours? Bits of it, yeah, let's see. And that itself is a puzzle, all by itself. Alright then. Use what the inspector remembers to find the path he took through town. I took a few turns, but only one at the junction that had a cafe on it. I also passed in front of one hat shop, and one flower shop too, and I didn't walk any farther than necessary. Now that you've heard his recollection, you can trace the route the inspector took through town. I bet he walked in circles. I wouldn't be surprised. Not in the slightest. Oh, okay, so he started in the top corner. Like this. He took a turn on one junction that had a coffee shop on a corner, or a cafe. I found a guide for the tea making, but can't make much so far. Yeah, I need more ingredients, I guess. Then he took a turn at the junction that didn't have any shops and passed in front of a hat shop, then took another turn at a junction that didn't have any shops. Same thing with the next. No, I think that can't be. I know he said only one flower shop, because this junction, well, I guess he doesn't turn where the coffee shop is, but... Here, he hasn't passed in front of anything yet. Okay, so he turned only one turn where there was a cafe on the corner. That's that last turn before the end. He passed in front of one flower shop and one hat shop. That seems to fit the description. Only one at the junction that had a cafe on it. I also passed in front of one hat shop, one flower shop too, and I didn't walk any farther than necessary. So he didn't make any, like, big detours. So he walked just as much to the right as he did downwards. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
There we have it. That's right, you may have worked out the inspector's path through town, but the search for those photo scraps is just beginning. And then, after leaving the northeast corner of town, I came straight back to the hotel. That should be enough information to get us started. Thank you. Come, Luke, let's see if we can recover the pieces of that photo by retracing the inspector's steps. What's so important about that photo, Professor? I'm unsure of the photo's content, but I have every confidence that it will lead us to the Elysian box. Say no more, I'm sold. After all, your intuition never fails. Let's hurry to the northeast of town. I think we can get there through the little path where that bulldog was sitting. Yes, let's. Here, I'll lead the way. Oh, some puzzles were moved. Alright, well, let's do these last two puzzles, and that's gonna be all from me for tonight. Just let's do these last two puzzles, since this is the end of a chapter. Shadows on street corner. Numbered cards, alright. Cards labeled 1 to 6 are arranged in order as shown below. Rearrange them so that they satisfy the following conditions. No puzzles left unsolved. The sum of the numbers on the top row must be 1 less than the sum of the numbers on the bottom row. The two cards in the right column must add up to 5. The 5 card must be to the immediate left of the 4 card. The 1 card must be placed in the left column. Okay. Yeah, so if the 1 card must be placed in the left column, then the right column, since it has to make 5, has to be 2 and 3. So, what do we have here? 10... and on the bottom row, 11. Do I have it already? I think I have it already.
Here goes.
Okay, well that was fast.
That was almost too easy.
Good job. This is one of those puzzles where the answer becomes clear as long as you remember to follow the conditions you've been given. Yeah, right. GG's. That's worth 2 GGs. You got a new hamster toy. Use this jack-in-a-box to help your hamster get in shape. Oh, only 1 GG? Oh. Numbered cards is now in your puzzle index. Alright, let's do the next tricky digits. Two cards set on a table, each has a different single-digit number written on it. When set side by side, Monica is a bit harsher than me when it comes to grading. She'd make a harsher reviewer than me. I'm always too generous. Let's see now. Two cards sit on a table, each has a different single-digit number written on it. When set side by side, they form a 2-digit number. Then by flipping their order, you can make another 2-digit number. Adding the total from these two 2-digit numbers gives you one of the totals shown below. Which one is it? But remember, Rudy, it is all about the carat amount. Sorry, Monica, didn't mean to make you sad. Let's see now. I'm thinking, like 12 plus 21. How much would that make? 31. That can't be it. I guess if it was 2 cards with a 2 on it, 22 plus 22, that would be 44. Then by flipping their order, you can make another 2-digit number. No, because it says that it is another 2-digit number, not the same. So the second 2-digit number has to be different. I don't know, 54 plus 45? No. Mm. 13 plus 31. 44.
This should do the trick. And there we have it.
Other combinations worked? It's always a multiple of 11 of the 6 options presented. The only multiple of 11 is 44. Ah, okay. Okay, never mind then. Okie dokie. Well, that's it. No puzzles left unsolved. I'll go back to the hotel now because I want to be able to start the stream tomorrow night from the exact same spot I actually stopped progressing through the story tonight. Right, because I'm gonna have to talk to these people. They might have some puzzles for me. You're welcome. Let's save, make sure that everything is in order. Yep, you guys are welcome. Big brain Rudy. And, well, hopefully I get better sleep tonight. I hope so. Yeah, thank you, Monica. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you were way ahead of me. Yeah, I do hope that I'm gonna get some better sleep tonight then, and that tomorrow night I'm well rested. But it's not that I feel like super extra tired, like I can't even stay awake or anything. But maybe it does influence concentration, that's for sure. Well, thank you for your well wishes, and I will see you tomorrow night then. Please, you guys, have a good rest too, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye, take care.